online learning options, please see my website, hearttoheartcanine.com. Please like and subscribe to support this great content. This is a dog in Valencia County Shelter in New Mexico. He's your typical New Mexico brown dog by appearance and also by behavior. He's at the front of his kennel. He wants to engage with us, but he's also very polite and calm. He is not jumping. Here he's still hanging out with us, but laying down a little bit, and he almost tries to roll over and show us his belly. I like this dog because he's nice and engaging, but also slightly submissive. This usually makes a good family pet. Here he kind of acts like he wants belly rub. He might just be acting submissive. We take him out into the meet and greet pen. This is the only area to evaluate dogs. My friend Angela starts giving him a little bit of a pet to see how he responds. You can see he's a little unsure, but his eyes close, and he definitely is enjoying this.
Stop for a minute.
I tell Angela to stop petting him for a little bit to see if he moves towards her. And here he does. He looks at her to ask for more affection. But she doesn't give it, so he just doesn't keep asking. He politely just hangs out. He doesn't care for the wiggly fingers. You can see him here. He sees something across the way and shows some interest in it, but notice he doesn't bark. He just sits and watches it to evaluate what it is. He starts using his nose, which is also a great sign for a stable dog. Here I'm trying to get him to come to me by using all the typical tactics. You can see he wants to come towards me, but he's just not sure enough.
He's like, there's something yummy here on the ground.
He starts sniffing the ground. This would have been a good time for me to start sniffing the ground with him, but we're going to wait and see how that affects him in a minute. Here I'm petting him a little bit, and I notice he has a tick in his ear, and I'd like to pull it out for him.
A tick in his ear.
Let's see if he's going to let me. These types of things are a good way to evaluate a dog's temperament and what their natural reaction would be. But I'm not just going to reach in and pull the tick out. I want to get him used to me touching him.
See his eyes?
Yeah, softening as you're petting him. Yep. It's funny that you say that because I was getting ready to say, is that me or is his eyes softening up?
This video shows how New Mexico dogs are just naturally inclined to want to be with people, even though they may not have been treated nicely or strays for quite some time. So here I'm getting closer to his ear, just gently seeing how he's going to be with that. And I'm kind of asking him by going slow. If he didn't like it, he would have moved away.
You're going to try and pull it out?
Tries to sniff me while I'm distracted, which again is a good sign. This is what a normal dog would do. They would use their nose to evaluate the situation. When I look at him here, especially with my sunglasses on, he looks away. Eye contact is very intimidating. He's being polite about it. Here, when I get up, he goes to sniff where I was and also to sniff my purse. Again, showing he's interested and not so afraid that he can't move out of the corner to investigate. Here I'm going to touch his feet a little bit. And he pulls his foot up, but then he places it back in my hand and holds it there. I'm not holding his paw.
Oh my gosh.
Touch his back foot a little bit. And again, he's very tolerant of this.
You want to just hang out here?
Here he is, seeing someone come out of the shelter. And notice he doesn't run away. He uses his nose and wags his tail.
Wish we had some treats.
Here, Angela tries to
Oh, he's
be
almost
more
moving towards you.
dog-like, and look what happens.
I bet that smelled great, huh?
He immediately goes over to sniff what she found, and it turns out it's a little treat. You can see the difference that acting like a dog can have in breaking the ice with a dog.
What I will do for a dog in your videos.
Now he's up and moving around, a little more comfortable.
Mexico
Notice
brown
the
dog?
way Angela
Yeah.
is sitting resembles a dog as much as possible.
Mexico brown dog.
Here people come out of the shelter, and he watches them, and then he's not concerned. Again, a good sign that he's less likely to become territorial. He's been in this area enough that if he was going to guard it, he might show a sign of it. I really like this dog, but I can't take him right now. I will come back when I have an available foster home for him. That happens in April, a few months later. Again, I'm going to touch his teeth and his paws a little bit to see how he is. You can see here he's a little more animated. This dog has likely been in the kennel most of the 2 months. The shelter does not have people to come and walk dogs very often. But you can see, even though he's a bit more excited, he's very tolerant of me touching him.
I put her up here. The volunteers really don't work with them back there, although we did see somebody back there working with them, but they're gonna
He notices I have a treat pouch. And I motion for him to lay down. He may have been taught this by someone, but for him to do it on the second try with a total stranger and then relax like this for me is quite amazing. But again, that's what New Mexico dogs are. He's very soft while I'm touching him. He's not tense. He's quite comfortable. And then he comes up and says hello to me. So we're meeting other dogs that will be in the foster home. And here with the female, he's very polite. He gives her some space. He's got a lowered head and a low tail wag.
Low, and he's like kind of lowering his head, which is
A
good.
goat head in his foot, so we have to stop and get it out.
Can you say hi to her? Uh-oh, you got a goat head.
And now we add in her male dog. He's almost perfect textbook example of friendly dog body language. He gets out of the shelter today to a foster home,
think he's good.
adopted shortly afterwards.